The Sega Dreamcast was released on September 9th, 1999 here in North America. But I didn't get mine until December 28th of that year. It was my 3rd birthday, and my brother bought it for me. And while it wasn't my introduction to video games, it was the first console I can call my own. The pack-in game that came with the console was called Sonic Adventure. And while some people might consider it mediocre by today's standards, it's one of the first games I grew to love. Because of that, I used to play it all the time, even if I wasn't skilled enough to beat it yet. Regardless, it was still 1999. I would have never imagined how games would change over the years, and I definitely could not have imagined how we would be able to share experiences over the internet with things like YouTube. Hell, I didn't even really know what the internet was. There really just was no way for me to realize the scope of these kinds of things yet. I was only 3 years old. I had the rest of my life ahead of me. But maybe there was something already there that knew how much video games would eventually come to mean to me in the future.
I miss this game. It brings back a lot of memories.
Now, why the intro to Sonic Adventure 1? Simple. Besides the fact that it was the first video game I can wholly call my own, it was also the first video game I decided to record for my YouTube channel, back in May 13th of 2010, exactly 9 years ago to the day.
Oh my gosh, a killer whale, so scared. It's like, I just outrun it.
However, video games actually weren't the origin of my channel. If you want to go all the way back to the very beginning, at least of what's recorded on YouTube and I haven't lost in the process of time, you have to go all the way back to August 1st, 2009, when I used to make a series called Bionicle Adventures.
Hello, I'm Jala, and this is the first ever season 2 episode. Yeah.
Okay, no, stop the video, stop the. Oh, Jesus. Alright, so, as embarrassing as this is the origin of the channel. This is where I finally decided to take the dumb home videos I was making and post them on YouTube. Regardless of the embarrassment I might have for these videos that I made back when I was 13 years old and new to YouTube, I honestly still think they hold a very special place in my heart. These are the kinds of videos that I would make outside of things in gaming. I always wanted to make sketch comedy, or just something that's entertaining besides just watching somebody play a game. Eventually that would evolve into me incorporating video games back into the sketch comedy. The natural evolution of that is something called machinima. Machinima can be considered an art form in which you take a video game, you use the characters in the game, and you create some sort of narrative through it, by either using the in-game editor or some sort of replay feature built into the game. Mainly due to the fact that I couldn't afford actors, I decided that this was the best way for me to create these short films, by getting my friends online, going into a play session, and just recording a movie for a little bit.
I will find you, and I will kill you.
Jay Gatsby.
What you say? That you only meant well, cause you did. What you say? That it's all for the best, cause it is.
Nowadays, I tend to just live stream with my friends online whenever I have any spare time. The reason behind all of this honestly has to be how something as simple as just a video game can be the catalyst for something much greater than yourself. The drive for a new creative passion, and while I may not be exactly where I need to be yet, at least I know I'm going in the right track. And I'm having fun along the way. And honestly, that's all that really matters.